Coach Barrick here, Equity Podcast, helping people be healthy, fit, and have fun doing it. One of the things that we hear a lot in the gym is, man, I can only do toes to bar for 2 sets of 5, and then it just falls apart. I can only do chest to bars for sets of 3. I can only do handstand push-ups 10 reps, and then I just lose it. And the question is, why do these things fall apart? And the main reason is probably you're competing all the time instead of training. When every time that we work out, if our goal is to do the workout as fast as we can, what's going to happen is you're going to do, a set of pull-ups and go until you're at like 90%, and then you're going to drop. The problem is 90% isn't sustainable. So then you're going to do 2 sets at 90% and you're just going to drop off. And then you're going to be down to singles or doubles or whatever. And now we're never training to get more than that. So the goal is just, hey, how fast can I go? Versus we need to be training those movements. Not focused on getting the best score today, but focused on building the work capacity, the skill, the strength, the stability, the range of motion, the focus. Focusing on those things are what's going to get us to be able to do bigger sets and be more consistent in our movement. We had a podcast, a coach's corner a few weeks ago, talking about training versus competing versus practicing. And if your movements are not where you want them to be, when you work out, you need to be doing more practicing and more training instead of competing, right? If you are in the middle of a workout and you're doing chest to bars and you start with 5s and then it goes to 3s and then it goes to 1s and then you end up switching to pull-ups, you're not training, you're competing. You're switching the movement because you want to go faster. However, at the end of the workout, you're saying, I can't do chest to bars the whole time. You can. You just have to go slower. You're teaching yourself, by switching the movement, you're teaching yourself to give up. You're teaching yourself to just switch. Oh, I have to be sweaty. I have to be breathing heavy. And you're never going to gain that capacity by switching the range of motion of the movement. We have to stick with the harder movement. We need to plan rest. We need to hit smaller sets and then build into bigger sets over time. What we also need to do is be very self-aware, to be able to self-analyze, videoing yourself, when we log, being able to self-diagnose what is going on. Yes, the coach should be helping you with that, but you are responsible for you. And if you want to get somewhere, you have to be able to self-analyze, self-coach. And then once you self-coach, that another coach a coach can help you get you to where you want to be. So we need to be able to identify, we need to be able to do all those things and identify what the limiting factor is. Why is my movement deteriorating? Is it just simply I need to train more? What do I need to specifically train? Like I said before, is it strength? Is it stability? Is it mobility, range of motion? Is it just focus, right? When I start getting tired, I just lose focus and my form just goes out the window. We need to train those things. We need to make sure that we have the strength and the stability and the range of motion, right? If you don't have proper range of motion, proper mobility on something, when you're fresh, you might be able to do it because you can overcompensate and you can, just muscle through it. But when you're tired, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to force yourself to get that movement when you don't have that range of motion. You can only sustain that for so long. So by training, by practicing those elements, whatever that limiting factor is, we're going to be able to start improving that movement. So the first step is being self-aware enough to understand what is the issue. The next step is to train that issue. And then do it consistently. That is the answer to almost anything in the gym, in nutrition. It's consistency. Doing the thing that you need to do consistently, even if it is a little boring. How can we make it fun? How can we make it more challenging, right? When we're training, that doesn't mean I'm not trying to go fast. But what I'm doing is I'm putting constraints on my workout. Hey, I'm going to do this workout as fast as I can, but I'm staying with chest bars the whole time, no matter what. Because I need to work on that movement. Oh, I'm going to do this workout that is kipping pull-ups, but I just don't have the strength to link more than 3 at a time. So I'm going to do strict box pull-ups or kneeling bar pull-ups. And I'm going to be strict on these the whole time so I can build that strength and that stability so that later on I can do that. And I'm going to stay with it the whole time. And I'm not going to be breathing heavy, but man, I'm going to be feeling that muscle stamina. I'm going to be feeling my arms and my lats, my back. Focus on those limiting factors. If you think this might help somebody, please share it with them. I hope this helps you be a little healthier, a little fitter, and to have a little bit more fun. Cheers.